Hey everyone, Zia here and welcome back to the channel. I have some absolutely insane and important updates for you today, okay? Let's jump right into it. Carer, a rally, and then chaos, 41 lives lost in an instant. How did a public gathering turn into such a catastrophe, and who is truly accountable, ZoFam? Okay, ZoFam, you are not going to believe what we uncovered. The Madras High Court steps in, ordering and sit led by the police. And check this out on screen, Madras HC, sit headed by Police IG. But here's where it gets wild. But here's the shocking twist. The TVK party isn't buying it. They filed a petition in the Supreme Court demanding an independent probe by a former Supreme Court judge. Just look at the screen, TVK demands independent probe. They say the current police-led sit is prejudiced, and they have receipts. And this is what nobody is telling you. TVK's plea goes further, claiming a planned conspiracy by miscreants cannot be ruled out. And they're refuting the High Court's criticism about their leaders fleeing the scene. They assert their leadership provided immediate aid, as you can see highlighted here on the screen. Conspiracy CLAIMS and immediate AID. Is the full story really being told? So now, the Supreme Court is set to hear this appeal. The Madras High Court already banned rallies on highways until new rules are framed. This isn't just a legal battle. It's a fight for accountability and truth in a tragedy that shook a community. What's the real endgame here, ZoFam? Let's take a quick break from the headlines for a story that is sure to make you smile. Okay, Zo, you are not going to believe what's happening with Tata Motors. Their shares are crashing, but a massive demerger is underway. What in the world is going on? Look at this chart, Zo. Tata Motors stock has plummeted for 4 straight days, dropping over 4%. And it's all happening right before their big demerger record date on October 14th. But here's the wild part. This demerger is huge, splitting their commercial and passenger vehicle businesses. This text right here explains the core of it. You'd think a major corporate restructuring would bring good news, right? But hold on, because it gets crazier. JLR sales, their luxury arm, just plummeted in Q2. Look at these numbers. Wholesales down over 24% year-on-year. A cyber incident, US tariffs, legacy models winding down. It's a perfect storm. The overlay here shows the shocking drop. Analysts are sounding the alarm bells. Zo, this stock is facing rejection, showing short-term weakness below key moving averages. Anshul Jain is literally waving red flags, predicting further downside if support levels break. Look, this text on screen sums up the market's fear. So is this a win or a total fail? So Zo with this massive demerger but slumping share prices and JLR's troubles. Is Tata Motors a hidden gem or a ticking time bomb? What's your move? Buy or sell? Okay, up next. You guys are not going to believe this. Okay, you are not going to believe what we uncovered. Gold just shattered every record, skyrocketing past 122,000 on the MCX. This isn't just a market blip. It's an insane discovery, a monumental surge that has the financial world absolutely reeling. Look at this rapid-fire montage of wealth and market frenzy. What is really driving this unprecedented boom? And are we on the edge of a golden age or a massive crash? You are not going to believe the numbers we are seeing. Look at this incredible surge, hitting 122,165 rupees per 10 grams on the MCX. That's a new record, and the text right here confirms it. MCX Gold hits 122,165 record. This isn't just a slight increase. This is history in the making, sending shockwaves through every market across the globe. But here's the wild part. The proof is right here. Why this unprecedented surge? As the text overlay clearly shows. Why the surge? Fed cuts, global uncertainty, central banks buying. The experts are pointing to a perfect storm. The US government shutdown, anticipated Fed rate cuts, and massive central bank buying. It's a confluence of factors, all connecting to create this insane rally, and this has been happening for years, quietly building to this moment. But hold on, because it gets crazier. Because while some analysts like Anuj Gupta are saying, hold your positions and expecting gold to hit 125,000, others like Manoj Kumar Jain are screaming, book profits now before a correction. The data tells a very different story depending on who you ask, and the text on screen, analysts split, buy or sell, highlights this massive divide. So what's your take on this? So what's the real story here? With gold soaring to these insane heights and experts completely divided, are we witnessing a golden opportunity to get rich? Or is a massive correction lurking just around the corner, ready to wipe out gains? Is this brilliant, or is it a huge mistake? Drop your theories in the comments below. But enough serious talk. Let's lighten the mood with this next clip. Okay, picture this. An Indian national fighting for Russia, captured by Ukrainian forces. What in the world is happening on those front lines? Ukrainian media dropped this bomb. A 22-year-old, identified as Majodi Sahil Mohammed from Gujarat, captured. You can see his identification right here on the screen. Indian authorities are scrambling, trying to verify these explosive reports. The silence from Kiev? Deafening. It's a race against time for answers. But here's the shocking twist. Mohammed claims he was forced into the Russian military after a drug conviction, sentenced to 7 years. And look at this on screen, it begs the question. Was it a forced enlistment? He was promised freedom and a huge payment, up to 1.5 million rubles, but never received a single penny. We have the receipts, folks, and they tell a story of betrayal. Mohammed says he didn't want to fight, he just wanted help. And get this, he doesn't want to go back to Russia because, and I quote, there is no truth there. You honestly can't make this stuff up. He wants to live in Ukraine or return to India. The Indian Foreign Ministry, just last month, confirmed 27 nationals are still in the Russian army, urging everyone to stay away from such dangerous offers. They've been waving red flags about these risks. This story is wild. A young Indian man caught in a global conflict, his freedom and promises shattered. What does this mean for other Indian nationals caught in the crossfire? And what is the real story behind these recruitment tactics? Alright, that's all for today. Don't forget to hit that button. It really helps the channel out. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next Zo News.